Hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3. I'm Chance, also known as Ross. In the last episode, we made it to the Citadel, talked to the Council. They denied our request for help, and then the Turian Counselor gave us an offer. I'm gonna see what Udina
The Council
might
has
wanna
saved their lives. And for
say to
what?
us.
Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Smart. Earth.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
Council leverage.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valern is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
Political situation.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Personal.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
Goodbye.
I should go.
I should go.
I'll be here.
It's wild. I'm pretty sure there's also stuff as Spectre missions, but I don't remember if you get them from here or if you get them from, you get them on your actual Normandy ship. I'm gonna assume I get it on the Normandy, because I don't want to be coming up here every time just to find a Spectre mission, but, I mean, I'll be checking to see if there's any gear I missed, obviously, but, you know. Here she is.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of... Commander Shepard. Khaleesa bint Seen and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Khaleesa, we're doing everything we can.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or die trying. But I need your help. Keep asking the hard questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander. We haven't always seen eye to eye. But I'm glad you're on our side.
Always have.
Incursions by enemy forces
Hey, it's
have been
James.
reported in Turian colonies.
Oh yeah, you have to press E, not click.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it. But they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but
Bud?
you were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, it looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
I like how it echoes. Like these guys probably hear me and James just speaking, being like, I don't know if I have access to the lower levels yet.
Welcome,
No.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Weird, because some menus you could click and other menus you have to press E for. So
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
I don't know if that was intentional or if that was a little hiccup on my part. Doesn't look like anyone's saying anything. Head on back to the Normandy and start being introduced to the crew. Oh, no, wait. First is the dream sequence. I think you get this for every major chapter. Yeah, it's just it's literally just this slow-mo walking towards the child in some form of glassed location. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I think this is some form of padding. Oh, just to pad the chapters, because you literally move slowly, and all you have to do is just get to the kid. You don't have any other interactions. I mean, I know it's supposed to represent like Shepard's PTSD of Earth, but there could be other ways to do it. Ding dong, ding dong. Liara.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
Man, I wish I
know.
could have went to Palvin.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
everyone.
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance.
Oh, yes.
There weren't many
I was
involved
like-
when the Reapers hit.
I thought she was a part of the Cerberus team when we... No, it's the other way around, but whatever. It's okay.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Very well. He's probably going to give us all the side quests we could do before we actually have to do the Turian quest.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council.
I thought it was something
Sounds like they're running
I was able to
scared.
go to rather than
We did present them with
automatically
a lot of
teleported to.
unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it.
That's
This is when
good.
we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Armor mod kit. Yeah, this is like a super long range telecommunicator or some bullshit. You talk across, well, literally the entire universe. but only to locations that, obviously are Alliance controlled and have Alliance comms in them. This is your war terminal. It tells you everything about like what's a part of your stuff. So like for instance, you could be like, oh, the Alliance Engineering Corps cuts roads through mountains and build bases on asteroids. The bulk of the sea is active wartime duties. Are bright as helping develop device. I might take the time to read this at the last before the last mission, just so that we know what we got throughout the game. I mean, I'll scroll through them if you wish to, like, pause and read. But this is going to be constantly changing. And 7, Alliance Fifth Fleet, which I believe is the big boys. Diana, some IGN reporter that became an official. I can't even remember if it was IGN or I don't know, something like that. The Normandy itself, all the mineral resources from Mass Effect 2 that were on the ship, and the lady from the thing. And yes, the minimum strength I believe is here to beat the game. Well, I don't even know if you need it to beat the game, but you should have it here. But I assume based on like stuff, you could get like you're supposed to have it like more like here to beat the game, but like in order to beat the game you need to have it here. You might be wondering why half it's blue, half it's gray. It's because there's the multiplayer PvE game, sorry. And if you get the PvE game to 100%, your meter goes to here. So you can see that we're already ready to beat the game, air quote. But because of the readiness, it lowers the effectiveness. And there was a patch that fixed this, so you don't really need any of this to beat the game. Because a lot of people complained, like, oh, what if you don't have internet and you can't do this, so you don't get the good ending? Because I'm pretty sure like the good ending's like here. And as you can see, just on the 50% reduction, that if you want to have it here, you're going to have this to at least like 80%, like 180%, just to get to the good ending. So they changed it so that you don't really need much to beat the game. Because I'm pretty sure this minimum was like more like here-ish when the first game came out. When the game, not the first game, when this game came out. But they changed it. Basically, this number, if I remember correctly, you need this number, the total number, to be like 3,800 and something. And now I don't even know. I just remember back when like you actually needed to give a shit about the multiplayer game, and the multiplayer game was actually pretty fun, but some people couldn't even interact with it. Also, all the unlockables you have in the game from the first game are still here. You just have to find them on the Normandy. Not that we're actually allowed to explore it. This used to be Morton Solis's room. Now it's just a briefing / counseling / like room to talk.
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you could be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
This room, we'll be spending a lot of time in it. I mean, even though I'm on PC and like load time should be very like quick, I'm still gonna be spending a lot of time in that room. Let's go talk to Joker, our good old flyboy. Anything in here, real quick? No. I'm gonna close this off. Joker, my man.
Hey, Commander. I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. For old time's sake.
Yeah, so they can't really detect in the previous games whether or not you hung up on them, so they just by default assumed you did because of how things were.
Commander?
Back on the old Normandy one. Well,
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.